In this video, we are going to be unboxing some FLOWVIS flow meters. So what is a flow meter? Exactly as it sounds, it's the way the speedometer in your car tells you how fast you're going. A flow meter in a swimming pool or spa system tells you how much water you're moving. And this is really important information. You probably recently had to buy a variable speed swimming pool pump. And strangely, they don't require flow meters. You are required by the Department of Energy to now buy and operate this variable speed pump because it's so much of an energy efficiency improvement over single speed pumps, which is the old style swimming pool pump that you probably used to have. So you have this new fancy expensive pool pump and it's going to help you save money, but not if you don't know how much water you're moving. It's kind of like the integral piece of information that you need to know. This is the instrumentation that you need to buy in order to know how much water you're moving. When you know how much water your pump is moving, you can now start to do things like dial in your filtration flow rates or the flow rates for certain peripheral pieces of equipment. It's integral information. You need to know how much water your pool is moving if you're ever going to maximize your efficiency of your swimming pool system. Is maximizing the efficiency of your pool system all that important, really? Well, we're talking about two things primarily. One, safety. If you're pumping too much water, that could be dangerous. And there's a host of different numbers you should know and should be aware of for how much water you can pump safely in a swimming pool. And again, how much would you know? Or how would you know if you're pumping too much? Well, I mean, you would need to have a flow meter. And again, I find it weird that you aren't required to buy and install one. So it's only recommended. Highly recommended by Swimming Pool Steve that you buy and install a flow meter. We're going to talk about a series of flow meters here today. These are FLOWVIS flow meters. So I have 3 meters I'm going to talk about. Basically, these all correspond to pipe size. What size plumbing do you have for your pool system? It's almost certainly going to be 1.5 inches in size, 2 inch in size, or sometimes 2.5 inch in size. It would be super rare to have anything other than these. The size of the pipe that you have and use will dictate which flow meter you should buy. If you have 1.5 inch plumbing, you should buy the FLOWVIS model FV15. If you have 2 inch size plumbing, you should buy the flow meter FV2. If you have 2.5 inch size plumbing, you should buy the flow meter FV25. So I've got one that's opened up here already. This is an FV2 model that I used previously on my test lab wall, which used to be located behind me and will once again be located behind me in the future in much greater complexity. It's going to be great, so like and subscribe to make sure you see those videos in the future. For now, I want to unbox these 2 new meters that I have here. This is an FV15 and an FV25. So we're going to open them up and I'll show you what's included in the box. So notably here, my flow meter has a wire on it. Similarly, the ones that I'm opening will also have wires on it. This is optional. This is not standard equipment. You don't need to have wires attached to your flow meters because I'm going to have a digital readout for these flow meters. That's an optional extra. You should be aware it's available. If you're interested in having such a thing, you can buy an optional component for these flow meters that will enable you to have a digital readout, but it's not required. So again, forget about the wires. For most swimming pool owners, you're just going to go with an analog meter, which is to say no digital readout is needed. You would simply just read the volume of flow right off the instrumentation scale on the unit itself. Truth be told, you don't really need to interact with this meter a whole lot. You're going to buy it, you're going to install it, you're going to learn how much volume of flow you get from your unique system under various pump RPM speeds. And then you're going to dial in your filtration schedule, and then probably you're not going to look at it all that often again. It's really important information, but it's not something that you have to interact with on a daily or weekly basis. Let's go ahead and open these up and see what we got here. We'll start with the smaller one. Alrighty. Screws. Instructions, always very important. And then this is how the unit comes. So you've got a diverter valve body, and then you've got the check valve and flow meter component gets installed. Thusly, use the screws to attach it. So what I want to point out in particular, and what I think could be useful information in a video like this, the size of the ports. This is the FV15. So how does it work? This is an 1.5" 90 right here, right? This is an FV15. What the heck? What's going on here? Well, the way that this is designed to work is this is designed to have 1.5 inch plumbing fit inside. I'll get a piece of 1.5 inch plumbing and show you what I mean. Ta-da, I've got one right here. So that is how the FV15 is intended to work. Notably, it is a spigot size for a 2-inch diameter fitting. So in theory, you could make a connection like that, but ideally you should just buy the one that is natively sized for the plumbing system that you have. In this case, 1.5 inch plumbing for the FV15. I did mention earlier that there would be wires attached to mine, and you're like, hey, where are those wires you were talking about? It's actually in a different box. It's part of the digital upgrade. These are augmented. They aren't a standard. These are a little bit different. They're not a standard FLOWVIS check valve and flow meter. It has a neodymium magnet which has been installed, which enables this digital readout process. So again, this is slightly different than what you would get just with an analog meter. To the naked eye, it looks the same, but mine does have this neodymium magnet upgrade, whereas yours would not. Again, you would just read the volume of flow off of the instrumentation scale. Now, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so it's basically the same thing, almost exact. We've got the screws, we've got the instruction manual, we've got the diverter valve body, and we've got the check valve and flow meter. So what is notable here, I've got a 2.5 inch 90, and it fits nicely on the outside. If you remember earlier when we were dealing with the FV15, it was designed to have the 1.5 inch pipe fit into it, but when we're up here at the FV25, it's not designed the same way. It's designed to have a 2-inch pipe fit inside. Let me get a piece for you. Got one right here. So as you can see, that's how that would work. But if you did have 2.5 inch plumbing, that's how you would use it. Commonly not a 90, you'd probably use a straight coupling on there. But that is how you would size that appropriately for your plumbing system. I find that that's just a little bit tricky. If you don't work with this stuff all the time and you're trying to order one of these, you might not know what size do you need. You might not realize that the FV25 is a spigot size, whereas the FV15 is a socket size. And if you're a plumber, you know these things matter because the pieces aren't going to fit together otherwise. So I hope that this unboxing video was helpful for you to learn about FLOWVIS flow meters, how they work, why it's important that you have one for your pool, and then how you go about choosing the right model. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.